Battle Through the Heavens, Chapter 137, Seventh Star Breakthrough and the Roar of a Beast King. With his energy finally restored and his cultivation reaching a new peak, Xiaoyan ventures deeper into the perilous mountain range. Yet the path to power remains unforgiving, as the strain of his techniques once again pushes his body to the absolute breaking point.
Xiaoyan struggled to keep his balance in the air. His lungs burned as he lunged across the 60-foot gorge. His feet hit the far ledge, but his Dou Qi was spent. The purple cloud wings vanished with a sharp hiss. He let out a ragged cry as he plummeted toward the soft grass below. The impact jarred his entire frame, and the world went black. He fell into a deep faint.
Yao Lao drifted from the ring and looked at the battered boy. He shook his head and gripped Xiaoyan by the arm, hauling him up. He carried the boy deep into the heart of the magical beast mountain range. Using a D-level technique at this stage was a reckless gamble. Xiaoyan floated in a cold, dark void. Gradually, he felt a soothing liquid against his skin. Energy seeped through his pores and into his tired limbs. It flowed through his meridians, mending the damage left by the battle. Once his body stabilized, the energy rushed toward his lower abdomen. His Dou Qi vortex began to spin with renewed force. It pulled the essence of the medicinal bath into his core, drinking greedily until the liquid outside lost its glow.
Zhao Yan's eyes fluttered open. He was in a wide cave lit by the soft pulse of moonstones embedded in the walls. He shifted, and water splashed against the stone. He was sitting in a shallow basin filled with pale green fluid. He dipped a finger in and sniffed.
Is this medicine?
He asked, his voice raspy.
It is,
Yao Lao said, drifting into the cave like a ghost.
It took me 4 days to prepare this bath. I thought you would be down for at least half a month, but you were up in 5. You have even reached the threshold of the 7th star of a Dou Qi.
Xiaoyan stared at him.
I was out for 5 days?
Yao Lao nodded.
You could have used the purple cloud wings to escape immediately, but you stayed to show off that die-level technique. If I had not activated the wings for you, you would not have had the strength to crawl away.
Xiaoyan gave a sheepish grin.
I wanted to see if I could actually take down a Dou Qi.
That mess you made was hardly a D-level technique.
Yao Lao scoffed. He looked around the cave.
I cleared the high-rank beasts in this area for a few hundred yards, but stay sharp. Anything in these mountains can still kill you.
Xiaoyan climbed out of the basin and pulled on his clothes. He felt the Dou Qi humming in his veins. He threw a few punches into the air, feeling the weight of the black heavy ruler on his back.
How long do we stay here?
Until you become a Dou Qi.
Yao Lao said.
Focus on your training. Leave the revenge for later. And do not let your alchemy go to waste. Find your own herbs in these woods and brew your own pills. I will not be doing it all for you.
For the next several days, Xiaoyan lived in the silence of the mountains. He meditated until his Dou Qi ran thick like aged wine. On the 3rd day, he broke through to the 7th star. The transition was smooth, like water filling a cup. He spent the following weeks at a nearby waterfall. He stood under the crashing weight of the water, practicing his techniques until his shoulders grew numb. Eventually, he could trigger his D-level strike without the backfire nearly breaking his bones.
One afternoon, he sat on a flat rock by the falls. He pulled out his medicinal cauldron and a pile of herbs. He flicked his wrist, and a golden yellow flame erupted inside the pot. He watched the fire dance, then reached for a red fruit that smelled of musk.
Snake lust fruit. It grew only in the damp places where high-ranked serpents mated. It was a potent aphrodisiac. He added a 7th leaf flower, also known as the desire flower. Xiao Yan focused his mind. He ground the fruit into powder and burned the flower until it turned to pink dust. He mixed them with several other stimulants, watching as the heat fused them into a pale white powder. He scraped the dust into a jade bottle. He licked a tiny speck of the powder. A sudden heat flushed his face and tightened his chest. He took a breath, using his Dou Qi to suppress the urge.
It worked.
Continue the same scene with a crooked smile. A dry cough sounded behind him. Xiao Yan jumped, nearly dropping the bottle. He shoved it into his sleeve.
Do not bother hiding it.
Yao Lao said, his eyes twinkling.
Every young alchemist tries his hand at a spring powder for his first original recipe. It is the way of men.
Xiao Yan's face turned bright red.
Did you do the same, teacher?
Yao Lao's expression soured, and he waved his sleeve dismissively.
Do not compare me to you.
Before Xiao Yan could retort, a thunderous roar shattered the air. The ground beneath the waterfall trembled. Yao Lao's face went cold as he stared at the distant horizon. A massive surge of energy rippled through the sky.
That is the roar of an amethyst-winged lion king.
Yao Lao said.
A rank 6 beast.
Xiao Yan swallowed hard, his heart hammering against his ribs.
Rank 6? That is the same as a human Do Hong. Who is crazy enough to provoke a monster like that?